I want to on a Google map anywhere in the world,
Nice.
and then go back in time up to 2 years. And my software will tell me how many cell phones were registered in that area during that time frame,
Awesome.
and that becomes your custom audience for digital display. But it also, you can take that list and plunk it into pretty much any demand side platform. So Meta's ad
Yeah.
servers, TikTok, Snapchat,
Anything.
Spot, anything really. So when it comes to like a Muskoka based solution, I may draw a shape around the Scotiabank Center and put every home game that the Raptors and Leafs have had, or Toronto Rock, or whoever else plays there, for the last year,
Yeah.
and then only deliver ads to people when they're in Toronto.
Yes.
So if I live here in Huntsville and I went to a Leafs game 3 weeks ago, my ad wouldn't get delivered to me when I'm in Bracebridge.
No, be delivered there. So
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go to this sports bar while I'm here in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yes.
Conversely, if I'm a jersey making company,
Yeah.
or memorabilia, whatever, sports
Yeah.
related, with an e-commerce aspect to my site, I won't put those restrictions on to
Because
begin with
no,
anyway, because all of my business is based upon traffic to my
wherever you
website.
are, yeah.
So more often than not, if people went to a Raptors or a Leafs game, depending on who they are, let's say
Yeah.
keep it within Canada, for when the ads get delivered. If you went to a Raptors game, you will get an ad for a Raptors jersey.
Yeah.
If I went to a Leafs game, I'll get a Leafs jersey.
Yeah.
So, and
I got you.
yeah, so
Makes sense.
break it down even
what
further
they're
than that,
looking
but
for
that's
on
the
their
base
platforms
is engagement.
Yeah.
So the longer you're on Facebook on your phone, scrolling, the more ads they can deliver,
Yeah.
the more money they make.
Yeah.
And their kind of rationale, and I don't really believe the numbers, there was that news only made up like a very small percentage of our overall engagement.
Yeah.
Even when you look at Facebook now, when people post screenshots, which you can still do, showing the
Yes.
headline, the first paragraph or so of a
The
story.
engagement's way bigger.
Yeah. But now there's no guardrails,
No, not at all. Now
because
people
you could
can
just
go
screenshot
off.
anything and make it look as legitimate as you want
And
to.
people go off on
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah. So, and the algorithms will keep feeding you, especially on their platforms, what you've been interacting with.
That's true.
So oftentimes we've created a bubble around ourselves as news consumers
Yeah.
that we don't even know that we've created. And what you get is confirmation bias.
Yeah.
So I believe
All
in
the time.
this, and
All
this
the time.
algorithm sees it, and we'll just keep feeding that user more and more and more and more of that
All the
content.
time.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. So
Crazy
it's
the
a
way
different
some
model for
people
Google.
comment
Is
on things.
Mhm.
I go through the comments sometimes because sometimes I need to laugh, and
Yeah.
some people are really funny.
Yeah.
Just naturally funny people, and
Yeah.
it's funny. But then every once in a while, you come across stuff, and it's just the most ignorant like stuff. And I'm sitting there and being like, you have not even looked beyond your own little biases. You have not looked at the overall picture. You're just commenting nonsense. It's not facts, and it happens on all sides of the coin. This is not just right or left or green
No,
or
it's not
purple.
exclusive
It's
to
not
either side.
exclusive.
Yeah.
It's just nonsense. And so someone just like, whether it's the liberals with all this nonsense, every chance they get, some conservative person is a Nazi or this or whatever slur they can come up with for them.
Yeah.
And even normal conservatives who are not any of those things, they treat like the same way, right? Oh, you're conservative, you must be evil. That's not true. Maybe talk to some people and you'll see that most conservatives are more to the center, just like most liberals are more to the center. It's the fringes that are the assholes.
Yes.
And you get that from the liberals, you get that from the conservatives, where they think every liberal's a wingnut. Every liberal's got an agenda to, destroy our children. And this, it's like, okay, you're an asshole too, because you're not looking at the real picture. So what you need to do is do what I do, which is read news from left and right sources, watch videos from left and right news sources, pick through and see who's just kind of trying to stir your emotions and who's actually trying to present some real facts and some thought-provoking commentary and thought-provoking news. When you do that, now your algorithm's all screwed up because you're getting a little bit of everything. But you have to force yourself to do that. You have to force yourself to read. I'll even read Al Jazeera news. I'll read like Hip Why there is nothing being done. Every week there's 2, 3, 4, 5 incidences since that Gravenhurst shutdown that everyone in Ontario heard about with Highway 11 shutdown. Transport trucks caused that shutdown, just so everybody knows. Let's be honest, and it's on the record. You can go check the police reports. Transport trucks not driving properly in the winter conditions caused that shutdown of the highway and caused more and more problems that weekend. One of them jackknifed on an on-ramp. Like they made a mess of everything because they don't know how to drive in the winter. They're not being trained properly. Anyways, we got off topic. But I just,
What were we talking about?
We're talking
I'm a
about
Twitter.